Welcome to Al's Airguns. Today we are taking a look at the Ruger NGX pneumatic air rifle. This is a .177 caliber pump-up air rifle that is capable of firing both steel BBs and pellets. It is a moderately priced entry-level air rifle with a number of really unique features. The rifle has an overall length of 39 inches with a 20-inch steel barrel and a 14.25-inch length of pull. The NGX weighs in at 3.4 pounds and is largely constructed of polymer. The construction does include a dovetail for mounting optics, and this rifle shipped with a 4-power scope included. It does include standard sights as well, with a rear sight that is adjustable for both elevation and windage. The front sight is a protected post style, and it does include a fiber optic insert. One of the more unique features of the NGX is the fact that it includes an automatic safety. The safety is activated whenever the pump handle is used, and it does protrude into the finger guard. It is disengaged by simply pushing it forward, and a red ready-to-fire indicator appears on both sides of the rifle. There is an onboard BB magazine that is capable of storing 50 BBs, and this is accessed on the left side of the rifle just below the loading port. The rifle is cocked by a lever just to the rear of the loading port on the right side. It is interesting to note that the rifle must be cocked prior to pumping, otherwise it will not actually build pressure. As mentioned before, pumping the rifle will cause the automatic safety to engage, protruding into the trigger guard. There's levers both in front on the safety mechanism that can be used to release it, as well as a button that protrudes into the trigger guard and can be pressed forward to release the safety. The rifle stock is made of polymer. It does have a molded-in pistol grip that's quite comfortable and a raised comb to elevate your eye to both get up to the sights and to make it more comfortable when using the included 4x15 scope. The stock does have a molded-in texturing on the cheek piece and the aforementioned 14.25-inch length of pull. Okay, we are getting ready to do some shooting with the Ruger NGX pneumatic air rifle. As we talked about in these specifications, this rifle has some idiosyncrasies as far as operation. One of them being, in order to pump the rifle, we do have to cock it first. So our cocking lever's on the right side, as is with many of these. So we pull it back, opening the bolt, and then we're going to be able to go ahead and insert our pellet, or if we have BBs in the reservoir, one would be loaded when we work the bolt forward. So we will go ahead and cock the bolt. We go ahead and cock the bolt, and after that point, we can go ahead and start pumping. Now, it does pump quite easily, has a very nice pump handle on it. One of the things you'll notice though is as soon as we activate the pump handle, it does engage the automatic safety. The automatic safety can be disengaged by sliding these tabs here on either side of the air gun, or by pushing the little button inside the trigger guard. Once we disengage it, it does have a red ready to fire indicator that shows up on both sides of the air gun. At this point, we could go ahead and load a pellet, close the breech, and fire it. Or if we did have BBs in the 50-shot reservoir that loads right here, it would go ahead, draw a BB that we would see on the tip of the bolt, and then when we slid it forward, the BB would be in the chamber and ready to fire. Now let's go ahead and do some shooting. Okay, we are testing, or doing a little shooting with the Ruger NXG. All right, we're going to start with pellets today. Okay, and I'm going to move that target just a little bit over here. There we go. Very good. Using some Daisy flat nose wire cutters. We'll give it 2 or 3 pumps there, maybe even 4. I have not shot this yet, so hopefully we're close to on the side here. Let's see how we did on that one. Okay, elevation's good, but we are hitting a little to the left. Let's try and compensate with that. It's 4 pumps. Okay. All right. Another 4 pumps again. Yeah, it is hitting a bit to the left. I need to use a little Kentucky windage there. Of course, this sight is adjustable, so I could dial that in a bit. All right. Probably should have just let them land where they are so I could check out our group size. We could get that one 5. Very quiet gun, and absolutely no recoil whatsoever. Very easy to pump. Cocking it is louder than shooting it. Okay. We're only at 25 feet today. We'll take this out of range because this is too easy. I have to say, this thing shoots really well. I shouldn't sound so surprised. Okay, we've got a good bit more than 10 in there. Let's go ahead and see how we did. Well, we got a few in the black, but looks like about 85–90% of them are actually in the red bowl. I was having to remember to aim right about there if I wanted to hit in the center. And when I forget, I would hit right over there. So yeah, we are definitely killing it with that. I'm going to go ahead and switch to BBs next. Okay, we are still shooting the Ruger NGX, and we are shooting BBs. I threw 10 BBs into the internal magazine, and yeah, we'll go ahead and take some shots here. Now, this was hitting a bit to the left for me. Rather than adjusting the sights, I'm just going to hold the point of aim right on the red dot and the target there, and let them hit where they may, because I really want to check out the group size. All right, here we go. I gave that last one 5 pumps, so that may be on me. It is nice that you can actually see the BBs on the tip of the bowl when they're feeding. So no mystery there, you get a visual confirmation. While I'm not a fan of automatic safeties, this one is very easy to manipulate. And since you have to cock it before you pump it, actually, yeah, I kind of like the feature on this. Ah, that one was me. Okay. That flyer was me, definitely. So far, feeding has been flawless. Okay, and it looks like we are out. Very cool. Let's see how we did. Well, considering we're shooting BBs, that is not bad at all. That's actually a 1/2 inch red dot in the center there. So we're back at 25 feet indoors here. Oops. Let's scoot up a bit. Yeah, as you can see, looks like, well, we have a couple that are outside of the 10 ring, but the vast majority are in there. Got one right there that didn't penetrate. Not sure what was up with that. I'm impressed. I can't wait to get this outdoors. This thing shoots much better than I would have guessed. A lot more pleasant to use. The automatic safety is not as annoying as I thought it would be. And the whole firing sequence, the cock it, then pump it, then disengage the safety, it lends itself to be really good with inexperienced shooters. And yeah, I like it. Velocity. Velocity was the final portion of this review, which frankly, up until now, have been going well. I am unfortunately used to manufacturer's velocity, the actual velocity not living up to the manufacturer's claims. That's all too common these days. However, when I tested the velocity on the Ruger NGX, it was extremely disappointing. At this point, I'm assuming it's possibly a defect or problem with this gun. I have contacted the manufacturer to see if they can offer an explanation, if they feel like it's a defect, if they want to replace it, what they want to do. But the average velocity with a 8.3 grain daisy pellet was 260.4 feet per second. That is 200 and basically 220 feet under the claimed 480 feet per second maximum. After that, I tried BBs. The velocity with a 5.1 grain steel BB was 255 feet per second, or 225 feet per second under the 480 foot per second claimed velocity. So at this point, I'm going to assume that there's something wrong with this particular air gun. I'm still waiting to hear back from Umarex. I'll reach out to him again. But yeah, that leaves me deeply concerned. Either we were grossly misled in terms of the stated maximum velocity, or there's an issue with this gun. Now, the gun was new. It was packaged, hadn't been opened, anything like that, and performed well in other regards. So, yeah, definitely disappointing. Hey, I will keep you advised. I will let you know what Umarex has to say if they get back to me at all. And yeah, sorry about the disappointment at the end. I really thought this gun was doing well. Hey, thanks a lot for sticking with me. If you're not a subscriber, please consider joining us. Also, we do have a good members program available. If you can, please consider that as well. And always helps to leave a like and a comment. So, yeah, be much indebted if you would take the time to do that. Hey, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on the next one.